Hey guys, it's Matt from TOTALmtg here, and we're on match 3 with a mono white humans deck. And this is our opening hand, which we will keep. We have a couple of Anafenza, a couple of Knight of White Orchid, and we have a Silk Wrap and a couple of lands. So no like turn 1 Thraben, but it's not too bad. We can go in with the Anafenza on turn 2. Obviously, don't know what we're playing here yet. Evolving Wilds, that's good. So he's not going to be playing anything turn 1 as well. So that helps us a little bit with missing our 1-drop. Changed the deck a little bit for match 3. What I've done, I feel like I was drawing quite a lot of land. So we've dropped to 20 land. It was running 22. So I've dropped to 20 and added in 2 Dragon Hunters. And in the sideboard, I added in another couple of Griff's Boon. So we've got 3 of them in the sideboard now. So it's got a blue deck, blue-black. So control-y, killy sort of countery deck maybe. Which is not nice for us. So we'll go in with Anafenza. No, it doesn't want to block. Okay, so I just wanted to play that in case I wanted to play another Anafenza there. So we're player planes and we're coming with Knight of the White Orchid. Has he got a counter spell? He's got a counter spell. So we've got another one in hand, so that's okay. So if you haven't seen matches 1 and 2, brilliant performances of the deck, go and check them out. I'll leave them in the link below in the description. So you can go and check out matches 1 and 2. Oh, we got Ruinous Path, so we're definitely playing a counter removal kind of deck, which is not brilliant at all for us. Especially as we keep drawing down Anafenzas. So we missed our land drop here, but that could be good if he plays a land, because Knight of the White Orchid, as long as obviously it doesn't get countered again. We can play that and draw another land. Brain in Jars from the new set, Shadows. Put a charge counter on Brain in Jar and you can cast instants and sorceries for nothing amount of charge counters on, so that's pretty sweet. So we'll go in with a Knight now. See if he's got a counter spell ready. Which he does. So we're getting those counter spells out of his hands anyway, guys. But it's going to be pretty hard building up our army in this match. Probably running Languish, which is our worst nightmare. Depends if he's got creatures or anything like that. So he plays Thought to Spy Network. Beginning up, you control an artifact, which he does. He gets to put a 1/1 colourless down. So we can play another Plains. We might as well play Thalia's Lieutenant now while he's tapped out. So we can bolster, and then Thalia's Lieutenant will make Anafenza a bit bigger. Here we go. Got him to 14. We've not got much in hand in this game, and don't really want to be using Silk Wraps on Thopter Networks, but if he hasn't got any other creatures and we just need to keep putting in the damage, we might have to do it, unfortunately. Because he's just going to be using them as blockers. So we draw a Hanauer, so let's see if he's got another counter spell in hand. Maybe not. So it makes Thalia bigger. And we can bolster. So bolster Anafenza. I'm going to try with the Silk Wrap, just in case, you know, if he's got a counter, we're going to get him out of his hand anyway. And if not, we're going to come in for 6, hopefully, if he's not got some kind of kill spell. Don't really like using Silk Wraps on, on that. But he did have a Grasp, so I got rid of that. And what's he got here? Brain in Jar. So he's just tapping that. And we're only going to be able to come in for 3 here. But I've got opponent down to 2 cards as well. So we will ship the turnover. This could be quite an awkward match for us here, but we'll see how we go. He's going to keep making blockers with Thopter. I've got no enchantment removal. Be able to bring in, after Cyborg, bring in Felidar Cub, which gets rid of enchantments. Going to try and Silk Wrap again, just so we can get in for 5, hopefully. What's he got here? Counter target spell and investigate 3 times. Okay. So he's going to be blocking the 3, but we're going to get in for 2. Unless he can play anything for 1, which he can't. And then we'll play another Anafenza. Good thing is, if he wants to draw the cards with the clues, he's going to have to, you know, use up his mana to do it. But it does help him dig for an answer. So let's see what he's got. Did any guys watch the Pro Tour at the weekend? See all those new funky decks? They were really good. I think it was 8 different decks in the top 8, which is, you know, pretty amazing. Not what we wanted was a Plains, so we will just go all in here. Get our opponent to 5. He's drawing the cards. Obviously drawing now, he could definitely find an answer. Fingers crossed he doesn't, guys, so he can come in. Hopefully he's just found counter spells and more counter spells. No kill spells. Well, he's definitely got another land in his hand. Still trying to find an answer. So he's maybe digging for that Languish. Which hopefully he hasn't found. We could do a pulling and always watching here, or Thalia's Lieutenant, something like that. If he counts it, all being well. But we find another land. So we're still drawing land with this tech, guys. I mean, even though we dropped it down to 20 now. Maybe we'll have to go to the 19. Right, we've got our opponent to 1. Gets himself another blocker. We're so close to the win, but he has got 7 cards in hand, so I wonder what he's got. There's another land. Hopefully he drew another land and another land. But he's ticking up the brain jar, so it makes me think he's got something in hand, because he's ticking that up. So he's going to be able to play something for free. Excuse me. Nope, we win. We take down game 1, guys. So obviously all his digging didn't find anything. And we managed to keep some stuff on the board. Right, so we're going to bring in the Felidar clubs. He could be playing dragons. So we could keep them in. So I'm going to take out a couple of Anafenzas for that. Center Soul, maybe. Gain protection from the colour. That seems pretty good with all his kill. So we're taking one of them. Take out a Stasis Snare. Could use Griffspoon to fly over the top, but maybe not in the counter deck. We'll keep it as it is, like that. You know, if he's got dragons or something, As his win cons, we've got the boon. So it's our open hand. We draw one land and nothing else. So we're definitely going to mulligan this. We need 2 land. Yep, we got 2 lands, so we'll be keeping that. See what our scry is. Our opponent's mulliganing potentially to 5. But we got a Hamware Militia Captain. The Thraben. Always watching. I think we'll keep that because, you know, it will be good down the line. We got enough turn 1, turn 2 plays here. So we'll play that into Thraben. Gets us a little clue. Maybe should have took the Silk Wraps out, but, you know, if he's got nothing else and he keeps putting 1/1 blockers down just to get them out of the way, you know, is helpful. So we're attacking for 1 here. Going with a Serene Steward. Yep, he's got the counter spell. Horribly always, so we get that out. That's why I did the Serene Steward, not the Hamware there. Hamware's slightly better. But we did draw another Always Watching, which is a bit of a pain. We need that 3rd land now. But it does mean if he counters 1, potentially we've got another 1 anyway. So hopefully we draw a land here. Do we get a land? No, we get another Silk Wrap. So we could play Hamware, but we could be walking into another counter spell, which is not really what I want to do. So I'm not going to play it this turn. I'm going to sacrifice it and draw a card. Sacrifice the clue. And hopefully get into that land. And he's got a swamp in hand, so he's got 3 other cards. So he's got his Thop to Sky. So we will sacrifice that, draw a card. Do we draw? Yep, we draw the land. So we can play either the Hamware or the Always Watching here. Probably going to play Always Watching because we can get it on the board now. Thalia's Lieutenant is very good, but we're playing Always Watching. Because now it gives us Vigilance, which is amazing, and obviously pumps our guys. And now we can start trying to get the creatures out. Or we could play another Always Watching. Depends what he plays, really. We need to get creatures on the board now, because he's going to start making Thopters for, like, you know. So he's got 3 cards in hand. Another land to be good. So we've got a Dragon Hunter. So I'm going to lead... Ooh, shall I lead off with that? Let's attack first. See if we can get our opponent to 14. Which we do. So we'll play a Dragon Hunter. Which lasts. So we could be leading into a Languish here. Which will not be good for us. So... That only returns 1. Because Choke Testery is not an island. So that wasn't too painful for us. I'm guessing he hasn't got a Languish in hand because he played that, to be honest. Which is, you know, very good for us. So, I might try... So we try and play the Dragon Hunter here. And we hope he hasn't got a counter spell. And we're going to attempt to play this. He could counter this one. Yeah, he's got a counter for this one, which is a bit of a pain. Oh, he's got something big. Is that the 5-1? Oh, Scatters the Winds with Awaken. But it comes in tapped. And we're going to come in for 5 here. Get our opponent to 9. And he's got 1 card in hand. So it's looking good at the moment. We've got another Always Watching to come down. But he has got a blocker now. But we've got Silk Wraps in hand. Don't know whether I don't think Silk Wrap actually targets us on. What did he do there? Flying Tendril. Could get -2/2. So that was a bit of a pain. So we have a plans. So what we'll do, we'll attempt to play another Always Watching. Hopefully he hasn't got the counterspell in hand. He has not. So we can attack in here. Get rid of that land. Which he's not doing. He's not blocking. So we've got our opponent to 2. So could have silk wrapped the swamp there. And we win. We take down. He drew nothing, guys. So that is the 3rd win with the mono white humans on a bit of a budget deck. Decks seem to work quite smooth there, going down to 20 lands. So we'll definitely be keeping that and keeping the dragons in. But yeah, we weren't wanting for land at all in any of those matches there at all. So 22 was definitely too much. Going in for 20 now. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this 3rd match. Like I said, if you haven't seen matches 1 and 2, I'll leave them in a link below in the description. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon. Cheers, guys.